Oh my goodness, he's back again in the chair. What's up with that? I thought the last time we saw him, that'll be the last time. No, he's tired. Today I'm going to talk about the 7 biggest mistakes that people make when buying a home. So stay tuned, and I'll talk about why I'm so tired if you stick around to the very end. And hopefully by the time you get this video, my parents have their new chair that I spent all that money on. Okay, y'all? So stick around. Hey everybody, it's Eric out here in lovely Las Vegas, and we're going to talk about the 7 biggest mistakes people make when buying a house. And we're going to go over those real quick. Number 1, thinking every price is negotiable. You know, a lot of people have been told, hey, gotta negotiate on that house. And sometimes that's the worst thing you can do. And here's why. You see a house, let's say it's $400,000, and you're going like, okay, let's see if we can get it for $390, $380. Did you look to see what the house was worth first? Some people are just spring-loaded to go like, okay, it's $400, let's offer $380, see if we can get it. Did you see if it was worth $425? Sometimes people will list a house for below it's actually worth to get more bids on the house, get more people through it. First thing you need to do is find out what the house is worth. Is it listed at $400,000 to get people rushing in? I've had people call me up and going like, oh, I saw a house, it's such a bargain, we have to go rush and see it. That's the purpose when people underprice their house. Remember, I've talked about this before for sellers. When they say they want to get the most money for their house, they're trying to overprice it, and then they wonder why it doesn't work. Underpricing works because people think they're getting a bargain, they rush out, and you have so many people rushing in. That was the purpose when people intentionally, let's say, underprice their home by 5%. It was actually to get more money. It's the eBay effect. So first thing you need to do is not going, let's offer this on it. What's it actually worth? Number 1 question. Okay? Got it? Good. Number 2, or dos, making a lowball offer. Making lowball offers for the sake of making lowball offers doesn't always work out for you. Just because it worked in the previous market or someplace else, we're in Vegas, baby. That ain't working here. So again, find out what the house is worth and make an offer where it's worth, where you're paying the least, of course. But just making an lowball offer, I like to offer 70% of what I'm buying. No, stop that crap. Stop. It's not working. Matter of fact, it works so little. I remember I had an investor, and this investor, they kept making all these lowball offers forever and ever. And one day they called me up, and they realized, they went, you know, every one of the houses we put offers in on, I realized they actually sold above list price. I'm like, yeah. So what's going on? Well, I kept telling you that what you're doing doesn't work in this market. I don't care what you used to do. But they were selling and flipping them and making money. Yeah. I told you what you were doing in the market you were doing it before doesn't work here. So don't just make lowball offers to make lowball offers, okay? That's done. El número 3 or 3. Not thinking about selling the home. I'm buying a home. You got to think about selling that house the day you buy it. The day you put in an offer is the day you have to think about the day you have to sell it. I don't care if you think it's your forever home. You have to sell that sucker one day, or someone does. And you have to put that in your mind. Well, what are the schools like? Well, I don't have children. People who are buying behind you may have children. So as much as you may love it, if you may need to sell that home, you're going to have to think of that. If you buy the house that looks like a shoe, great, because you love shoes. You know, end up like the lady who owned Longaberger baskets. You know, the company itself. You know, the building was shaped like a basket. You know, and they had tried to sell it. who wanted to buy a building like looked like a basket. By the way, I actually met her husband because her husband was a officer and flew KC-135s for the Ohio Guard. So I was Rickenbacker. Side story. Matter of fact, when because everybody in the unit called him Mr. Longerburger. It was actually kind of funny. Somebody had to tell me what Longerburger baskets were. Have you ever bought a Longerburger basket? Put it down in the comments, because I still never bought a Longerburger basket. It's kind of like that Pampered Chef stuff, you know. Anyway, on to the story. Number 4. Overlooking important things like the condition of the roof and things like the hot water heater and air conditioning, all that stuff. Look at them. Remember I had that, the last one was talking about the roof. Think about that. Even if the roof does pass the inspection, start looking at what it's going to cost you to replace it. Unfortunately, one of the houses I closed on where I was talking about, I did a video and I was talking about always get an inspection kind of thing. Well, turns out the roof was a little bit worse than we had thought. So I was just out there passing on his closing gift, because I have custom closing gifts made for people, so they're like handmade, so they take a few weeks to get here. And it's like, he's like had people out. It's like, they gotta like go in and do more roof. I mean, it's not like it's leaking. I could actually go a couple of years, but remember when I was talking about the 2 types of roofs? If you were tuning into my Monday's video, maybe I should link it. Okay, that's probably a good idea. Maybe I should link it. Well, the big, nice, expensive roofs with the terracotta tiles, they're expensive. They may last 40 years. By the way, that roof is nowhere near the time to replace, so he may be getting screwed over. I need to get with him and get with one of my roofing folks, because those are 40-year roofs, and the house is nowhere near anywhere close to that age, not even half, barely a third or a quarter, So, but you got to look at those things. The hot water heater. Did I say hot water heater? Okay, the water heater. Water heater, you got to look at it, age. Big thing, I actually covered this with somebody when I was talking to him last week about the water heater and the age. Water heaters, when they fail, usually fail because the water literally eats through it. Water is kind of acidic, and there's a part in the water heater called the anoid. I may bring in like a water heater guy one day to talk to you guys, because it's a home maintenance thing. After you buy your house, you need to take care of, because your water heater can last 3 times longer than they last right now. They generally last 8 to 10 years. They can last 20 if you do some proper maintenance things that y'all ain't doing, or won't be doing, or the last owner of your house did not do. And we'll talk about those for your home maintenance when you move in, or if you currently own a home. I'll talk about some of these things to actually make your stuff last, because your appliances, your water heater, your air conditioner can last a lot longer than the average lifespan, but there's stuff that you're not doing that can make them last longer. Okay, so make sure you take care of those critical things, because the last homeowner probably didn't. Okay, number 5, one I love / hate the most: passing on a great home early in the process. And it's usually on the advice of a trusted relative or friend. Don't just go for a good home at the beginning just because you saw a great one. There's more great ones. Remember that one? I hate to tell you, there's going to be folks on here called women. There's a guy you met, and he was a great guy, and then all of a sudden he disappeared. You know why? Because you were his first love, and his friends told him to pass on you because you don't marry the first girl you fall in love with. She's your practice girl. Oh no! Yeah, it's a little thing between guys, they tell each other. Oh my goodness, I just broke the bro code. Well, somebody out there, like their fathers, told them, don't go buy the first house you see. That may have been the perfect house. And then when you see all the others, and you come back, there you are. Oh, can I get that house? Oh, it's gone. Oh, what am I going to do? I've seen that so many times. If you walk into the very first house and it's everything you want, you may want to stop. You can finish looking at the houses for the rest of the day. I still say if you have a bunch of houses to see for that day, still see them. But don't go, well, let's go look at houses for the rest of the week. Well, we have some other houses we want to see, like next Wednesday. No, don't do that crap. Go ahead and put the offer in on that house. Because guess what? They may not even make the decision on that house until Wednesday, and you still can see those houses and pull that offer. It doesn't hurt anyone. But if you see the perfect house, put an offer in on it. Because by the time Wednesday comes along, the perfect house may be gone. Number 6, or 6. Not seeing the true potential in a home. You go in, and it's like, oh, the appliances, they're dirty. So what? They're dirty. Did you know they make cleaning supplies? They got Comet and Ajax and stuff. I'm gonna tell you a mistake I made. I made this mistake. I'm gonna tell you about it. Neighborhood I live in right now. I looked at 2 houses on the same block. I passed on one house and bought the house I'm currently living in because it had better appliances. The other house was cheaper. It was the exact same house. Everything about it was the same. The only difference is it had crappy appliances. So I buy this house. It's got the nice appliances. They were all white. What did I know? So here's the thing. I moved here after 2 back-to-back overseas assignments. When I left the United States, there was no such thing as stainless steel appliances. So when I finally get here, because I came here on a house hunting trip, I hadn't seen the other houses. When I start going into other folks' houses who are like living, I see these things that I'd never seen before called stainless steel appliances, and I go, ooh, those are nice. So I go and I go like, well, I want some of these stainless steel appliances. And you know what I did? I replaced everything with stainless steel appliances. So I turned down the exact same house in the same condition on the same block at a lower price over appliances to replace the appliances that were perfectly working. That's just me. I did that. I overlooked the fact that stainless steel appliances existed in the world. I've seen people turn down houses because they go, well, is the owner going to send in a cleaning crew because it's dirty? It's like, well, in Nevada, they're only required to leave the house broom swept. They don't have to send in a full professional cleaning crew. Some people expect that. And then I see them walk away because it's filthy. You know how much a cleaning crew costs here in Nevada to completely clean a house like that that's empty? About $300. So they're going to walk away over $300. And then they find something that's not nearly as good. Don't overlook that stuff, okay? And rounding it out, wasting your time looking for the perfect home. If it were perfect, you would build that home and pay a new builder to build that home for you and waste all of that money. You're buying somebody else's home that someone else dreamed up, and you're trying to fit your dreams into theirs. So it doesn't exist, okay? And if it did, good luck for you. So I'm going to round that out. And now for your bonus. Why I'm so tired. It's because I've been a fool. I've been spending my nights up trying to beat the bots. You don't know what I'm talking about. They got this new PS5 that came out, and I'm not even a gamer. I don't play video games anymore. I don't even look at television. But the thing came out, and I couldn't have it, and it became a war because all these bots out there, or people have these bots, and if you go to Craigslist and eBay, the things are $500, but they're selling for $2,000 there, and it's like, I'm not going to do this, or at least pay $2,000. My kid doesn't even want it. I don't want it, but I have to have it. And I have to fight. So every night I'm out fighting the bots, trying to get it, going through all these sites and trying to figure out who's releasing it. And the sites are trying to fight the bots too and fight all these hacker groups. And I'm doing that for no other reason as I'm retired, trying to keep the squirrels from running in my head. And I don't know, it's almost like an obsession. I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't know. But I'm doing it. So I'm tired as can be. It's because I'm up all night trying to figure out if Walmart, Target, and then like every time, like you go to the bathroom, you're sitting there holding it. You go to the bathroom, come back, Walmart had a drop in it, and it took 2 minutes, and they're all gone, that kind of crap. So that's why. Anyway, we're running out of time for the year. Hope y'all enjoying yourselves. Have a good December. And let's hope that 2021 is not like 2020. See y'all. Peace out.